Welcome to another episode of this Debatable NBA edition. I'm your host, Thomas Justin Jones II. I'm here with co-host Sebastian Pluvios. Don't be I said conveyed. Don't be confused with Fabian Pluvios, who is a friend of the show but has gone ghost ever since he said that Jackson Dart was not that guy. But until he comes back, we are here with Seb. We are talking NBA Episode 2, Season 5. Let's talk about it. Win Benyama! For all my 2K guys, we all know once when Benyama makes any type of jump shot, that's when Kevin Harlan starts to lose his fucking mind. But he looks good right now, Seb. The preseason, he's added strength. He worked out with everyone, every big man you could think this off season. I think the Spurs gonna be a top 16 and Wimby's top three, top four in MVP voting. Am I crazy to think that?
Nope, because every year, and this is his third year now, and he's gradually getting better throughout every year. Adding different layers to his game. This year, like you said, just been working out with all the big men, the KGs of the world, the Keem Olajuwons of the world, really getting his footwork down. Even just working in that paint a little. Remember, we talked about it last season how he shouldn't be settling just for jump shots. Like he's literally a 7'6" demigod. He literally could get to the paint anytime he want. And I've seen in this preseason, he's really been working on that post move. His footwork looks even way better now. I think that's because of working with Hakeem Olajuwon. And I think just him just finishing strong at the basket. I seen one play, I guess it was against the Pacers in the preseason. He did a bump, push through, dug that bitch like Shaq. I said, hold on. Hold on. What the fuck? If he adds that to his game for the whole season, the league is fucked. Added some strength onto him, just really locked in. And if he can go at a rate like that to where he's dropping 25, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, who's stopping him? Who's stopping him from getting MVP? And realistically, the only person that can stop Wemby from getting MVP is himself. And
Bowl.
that guy's out the league, and he's on drugs. He's at
All
Playboy
right,
Cardi.
all right,
Listen,
all right,
no,
all right,
no. You need to hear this.
all right.
Bobo's at Playboy Cardi concerts, and
Bobo's not on drugs. Stop it.
Bobo's on drugs. They seen a video of Bobo high out of his ass, almost about to faint at a Playboy Cardi.
Bobo, come on the show, Bobo. I mean, come defend yourself, Seb. For no reason, thinks you're on drugs.
I think you're on drugs, but that's besides the fact, man. You was the first demigod, and you fucked it up. But now back to somebody that's actually putting in that work. Victor Wembanyama. The sky's the limit for the kid if he stays healthy. Right now, I think just getting accustomed to year 3, he knows what he wants. He wants to be in the playoffs. He wants to show the league why he's one of the best players in the league. He wants to show all that. He wants to put people on notice. He's a competitor. Every time he speaks about wanting to win. I think the Spurs organization knows that now. You got guys like Stephon Castle coming into year 2. Devin Vassell is a major piece for them as well. I'm missing other guys too as well. Julian Champagny.
You
Like
got
I'm
the Dylan Harpins of the world. You got the Keldon Johnsons of the world.
correct.
Harrison Barnes is on the roster.
Who else? They just added another backup big in Luke Cornett. So they have a solid piece. It's just them winning me games. They just gotta hit they find their stride at the correct moment. And they just gotta win games too. So I want to see how well they match up. I believe they played this the Mavs opening night for them. They're opening night. So that should be a real interesting game. So I want to see how that turns out too. I want to see the task of Wemby just having to go against fucking Twin Towers and fucking Lively and AD. So it's gonna be a good matchup to see. The Spurs are gonna have a good season. You're not wrong for saying they should be a top 6 seed. They have literally a fucking Eiffel Tower on their team that could fucking play a point guard, play any fucking position you want him to. So yeah, we just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I like it.
Yeah, Wembanyama, to your point, if he can get even stronger, because I know the exact play you're talking about when he had that Pacers defender looking like a bitch. I feel like Wembanyama has the potential to be the second greatest player of all time. I just personally don't think he'll be better than LeBron James. But I'm saying this right now. I'm going out on the limb. Clip this, and we'll be back in 20 years. When it's all said and done, Victor Wembanyama will be have a better career than Michael Jordan.
What about LeBron?
No, it's not happening.
Nah, if you're gonna say that he's gonna have a better career
No,
than
don't tell me. Here we go. When he tells me what to say, why do I gotta say what you want me to say?
because why are you saying Jordan when Jordan's a
Why
better player?
can't I have my own opinion?
No. If
He
you
said no. So you know I'm not even gonna get into this Jordan thing. It's not the it's not the time. I'm not doing that. Victor Wembanyama, when it's all said and done, will be better than Michael Jeffrey Jordan,
and LeBron, Ramon James.
in Seb's opinion. So I feel that he has everything just in his arsenal. He could shoot the ball. We just seen he can post up. He could shoot the three. He could block shots. He can pass the ball. He could rebound. He could defend. It's just I don't see any type of weakness in his game. And I love the fact that he's taken this all season serious, especially after coming off the blood clot surgery that he had to had. He didn't just rest this season and do light workouts. He went up in the fucking mountains with the monks. He had to get spiritually right. You go from the monks to working out with Kevin Garnett, night and day. All right. And then you're working with the Tim Duncans of the world. You're working with the Hakeem Olajuwons of the world. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Shaq was working out together. This kid has all the potential. Is he right now a top 10 player in the I about to say the NFL in the NBA set?
Hell yeah.
So
He's a
you
top
can't name 10 players better than him.
can't name 10 players better than Victor Wembanyama. I
Is he
can't.
is he top 5?
Uh, let me see. Wilk, Luca, Shea, Steph, Gian.
Steph's better than Wembanyama?
Yes.
Why?
Mm. Because Steph Curry's just that dude still. On any given night could drop 50 points. Can any given night can
On
just
any given night, can Wembanyama not drop 50 points?
you know how much 50-point game sets Wemby have?
That wasn't the question. We said on any given night with his potential and archetype, you saying he cannot drop 50 in today's NBA.
He can, but has he? That's the thing. I've seen Steph do it on numerous occasions.
Yes, that's been in the league for 17 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying in a season. I'm just not that quick to dismiss Steph yet. You get what I'm
Fact
saying? Like,
check. What is Victor Wembanyama's career high?
I think it's 60, maybe.
So then you did see it then.
Yes, on one given occasion.
So that was any given night.
Yes, for one time. Oh, 50 points.
Here we go. Here we go with Sep trying to move the goalpost, y'all.
I'm not. I'm just saying I can't put Wemby above Steph just yet.
Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to ask these questions and trying to gauge where exactly does he stand at. Will the Spurs make the playoffs this season?
Yes, guaranteed that the Spurs make the playoffs. Guaranteed.
So let's look. You got the Thunder,
Yep.
Nuggets,
Yep.
Timberwolves,
Yep.
Lakers,
Yep.
Dallas,
Yep.
Memphis,
No.
Sacramento.
Fuck no.
You got the Clippers.
That's what, six now?
If you're counting them, that is six.
Yep.
And I can't think of any of the team that even in. Are we missing a team?
The Warriors
You got the Warriors,
in that last, hopefully.
Houston.
Didn't we say Houston?
I don't think we said Houston.
This is tough. This is tough. All right. This is tough.
Portland.
Nah, not yet. Maybe like 4 years. They'll be
Nigga
back.
says four.
No, I like Portland, but just
Nah, 4 years is OD, nigga. Maybe you could say next season. 4 years, nigga.
4 years.
Nigga already got mad 16-year-olds on the roster.
4 years, bro.
That's
Maybe
funny.
when Kyan Anthony gets into the league or some shit. But when you name all those teams, they still. I'm not get. You know, yeah, I'm guaranteeing it. I don't know who's gonna lose their spot, but I know y'all got to make ways for the Spurs. Somebody's gonna lose their spot.
No, yeah, the Spurs definitely was on the great trajectory last season before Victor Wembanyama got hurt and they had Chris Paul on the roster, right? So I definitely think they will make it in. I think maybe a team like the Clippers get knocked out.
Possibly so, man. At any given moment, man.
Because
Kawhi
you're
has
gonna
got.
have those young dudes, right, on San Antonio who actually care about the regular season. And who on the Clippers rotation, them all them old geezers, who how much are they really investing into the regular season?
I mean, I don't know. Harden's never missed a playoff in his career, so
He never missed it. The minute he gets through the door, he get drunk. Hey, he don't miss it.
I want to say maybe the Warriors though. But something tells me they might have a sneaky season.
So you're going.
I think it really just depends on health this season. If you're healthy, you're fighting. The moment you lose somebody, a key pivotal piece in your rotation, you start suffering in the West, bro. Damn, bro, that shit is hard, bro.
Well, shout out to Wemby, shout out to the Spurs. I just feel we had to shed some light on them. It was some real dark years, after the Tony Parker, Mono Ginobili, Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard era really ended over there. And they just been rebuilding, revamping, don't have Greg Popovich anymore. So they're definitely just a new type of team, just a new feel to the team. And I'm very interested to see what can they accomplish moving into next season. Next topic, dark horse contenders. So, what is just the team you feel no one is talking about, but if all the stars align right, they are a sneaky team that could make some noise this season?
I think for me might be the Golden State Warriors. I think the Golden State Warriors may have one more in them. I don't know why. I just think just the addition of Jimmy Butler has been more than feel me. I give credit to, and once again, I'm always going to give you credit when you're right. That you attest to. So when I look at the Warriors, they are playing unselfish brand of basketball. I think with everybody healthy and just the way that they play, they could have made it to the conference finals last year if Steph Curry did not get hurt against the Minnesota series. I think they was on a good path to winning to going back to the conference finals. When I look at them, it's just Steph Curry still that dude in my opinion. Somebody that as soon as he passes half court, you gotta check him. As soon as he passes half court, I think a guy like Pod should take another leap this year, just defensively and just initiating offense. Jimmy Butler is just a game changer for him. He's just somebody that just wants to win. He doesn't care whether or not he has the most points on the team or if he has the least amount of points on the team. His goal is just to win. I think he puts uh, I think he puts a little engine in people's backs. Him and Draymond Green, especially two tenacious players on the court, they play with that fire. They got guys like Buddy Hield, Jonathan Kuminga. They inspire them to do better. Like they're pushing them to do better. They Jimmy Butler's actually want like somebody to be better. So I've seen it in a little bit of the preseason. He's telling Jonathan Kuminga like, "Yo, I'm always gonna look out for you. Like if I see you cutting, I'm always going to get you the ball." Like he's letting that be known. So the Warriors now with this team, it's all about just getting off to the right starts. Just playing a certain brand of basketball. With them, they don't go for young talent. They look for serviceable players, and I think that's what's really their style of basketball. They look for players that fit a system. They're not looking for banking of, oh, maybe in the next couple of years he could be our next star player. They're looking for players that if you come into our system, you follow our way of playing basketball, and it's going to lead to wins, and then you're going to see the success as a result too. So I think the Warriors have a dark horse chance of really making some noise once again and getting back to the promised land.
Um, there's two teams I'm thinking of out east that I think aren't really being talked about. I think a lot due to injury. But I'm just gonna say one of them, the Boston Celtics. As much as they revamped this team in the offseason, got rid of a lot of their dudes that was part of that championship core. Losing Jason Tatum due to injury. I think they're still gonna run that same type of system where they're still gonna get up a lot of 3-point shots. Right, you're gonna have Jalen Brown, who is the clear cut number one option. I feel like he's been waiting for this moment his whole career, and he will be. I feel in that top six, top seven MVP consideration. Right? I think you still got Derek White on that roster, who is probably one of the most underrated players in the league and can go off for 30 on any given night. You still got Peyton Pritchard over there, who's still a young prospect who has a lot to give on the offensive end. Joe Mazzulla, a coach that is going to have this team prepared. It does not matter who's on that roster. And I think those young dudes are going to take another leap. You got the Anthony Simons of the world, all those years playing, under Damian Lillard. I think we're gonna see now this season everything that he's, put into his game. We've seen some flashes of it in the preseason. I think the Boston Celtics are still a sneaky team, especially in the Eastern Conference, that will make the playoffs and can make some noise this season.
Uh yeah, I think when you have an organization like that, they really pride themselves on winning games and just being the top of the line. They're just not going to fade away without a fight too. They draft correctly. I believe that the pieces that they bring in is going to surprise a lot of people to maybe how good they were. Maybe they were overlooked in different organizations, and maybe this is their time to shine. Like maybe guys like Luka Garza can do something. Anthony Simons might step up into being something better than what he is. Being in Portland in a while and playing like necessarily meaningless basketball to where your season gets cut in April when everybody's getting ready to ramp up for the playoffs and play in, is definitely going to be a game changer for them as well. So in this case scenario, they're gonna have a lot to play for. They know they're going in the season just with a whole different roster, a whole different mindset of just how they play a certain brand of basketball. You lose guys like Porzingis, Cornette, Al Horford, Drew Holiday. It's a lot of ground to make up for them too. But if it's a Celtics organization we're talking about, they're a team that never goes without a fight. You still have your star player in Jalen Brown, who's ready to take the next level and being a superstar caliber player, somebody that's a former Finals MVP and Eastern Conference Finals MVP. You can't take none of that away from him too, as well too. And Derek White, who has been their X factor, their glue guy for most part since his tenure in Boston started. It's definitely going to be a show in Boston. No, I don't want nobody to take them lightly. Like we said before, there's just a team that's just not going to fade away. Brad Stevens is still up there making the moves to see how he can assess this roster to make it better and get them even better until Jason Tatum gets back. Joe Mazzulla's a fucking nutcase too, so he's not going out without a fight. He demands winning. He demands the most utmost respect, the most effort on the court. If you're on the court, he's going to demand you to play at your highest level. So he's not going without a fight too. There's still a hungry team, believe it or not, too. And in their minds, they feel like they can still make it out the East.
Back, so Golden State, the Boston Celtics, two teams that do have championship pedigree, was champions within the last decade. Two teams that me and Seth feel will replicate some type of success this season. OKC and the Houston Rockets is getting ready to start. Within the next 10 to 15 minutes, it is ring night. Once again, shout out to the Oklahoma City Thunder for everything that they accomplished last season. My question to you, though, is in the entire NBA, who is the biggest threat to the Oklahoma City Thunder?
In the entire NBA, that is a tough question. In the entire NBA, the biggest threat to the Oklahoma City Thunder is the team that pushed them to 7 games last year, which is the Denver Nuggets. I just think that when they match up, it's like they throw their best shots at each other. One game they could the Thunder throws a haymaker, the next game the Nuggets throw a haymaker. They're just two teams that are very balanced. And the fact that the Nuggets went out and did a little shopping to upgrade their roster, it's only going to make for better competition between them. I hope they see each other in the playoffs again this year. They had an exciting game sevens to where they're just going back and forth, back and forth. They're two teams that I think just when they see each other, it's just that it's just automatic competition. Like you don't go into the game feeling like, all right, we had this game online. Like I feel like certain times players they go into a game just like, all right, we're gonna handle our business, we're gonna get these boys out of here. With them, I don't think they take the Nuggets lightly. I think watching in the postseason, Lou Dort was on ESPN with Mika Andrews. They said, "Yo, Denver Nuggets was our most trouble. They give us the most run for our money. Like we was going into Game 7, not knowing whether or not we was going to win, but we was going to do whatever we can to win." So for them, I think the OKC's tough task is the Denver Nuggets, man. You could just never count them out. They have an MVP on the other side too as well, and Nikola Jokic. They have a team that's ready to fight at any given night, and so does the Thunder too. So when it gets to that playoff time and they meet, roll out the red carpets and let's watch the fucking cinema between the two again.
Um, the Denver Nuggets was a team that I was thinking of. I know that was a team that you was gonna say just the easiest answer in the book, but I would say a team we just kind of spoke about, and I think the San Antonio Spurs will be the biggest threat to the Oklahoma City Thunder. All those young dudes that can run up and down on the floor also match that type of defensive intensity. I think the Spurs are able to do that. They have the ultimate wild card. And we just said his name, Victor Wembanyama, because I don't think there's no one on that OKC roster that can match up with him. It's just literally a mismatch just due to his size. Um, I think they've just built the right team around Wemby. I feel just that Spurs pedigree will be there. I'm pretty sure Greg Popovich, even though not still on the sidelines, is still giving this young coach, guidance, coaching, and counseling on, just the tricks and the trades of just being a coach here in the NBA. I think if these two teams was to match up in a 7 game series, it goes 7 games, and then you just throw it up in the air, right? We seen the Pacers take OKC to 7 games last season. And I don't think no one thought the Pacers could really match up with them. I think the Spurs is definitely going to shock a lot of people this season and definitely put the NBA on notice that the Spurs dynasty is back and you must respect us.
Sound very high on the Spurs. We might have to get you a Wemby jersey for Christmas.
Nah, I mean, I just feel like they just check off a lot of the boxes. They have some vets on the roster. They got the young pieces. They have the superstar. I feel that's what OKC tried to build off of drafting right and doing that. Have the Spurs not kind of used the same formula?
Yeah, relatively draft young.
So I think that's the team that will give OKC just the most troubles.
What
The
about the?
last topic was my voice.
Nah, don't mind me. I was gonna say some
Um,
shit.
He was gonna talk a little bit more about the Warriors, but since you already kind of picked them as your dark horse team, there's not much more we could really say. We could talk about Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green all damn day. But NBA is back. Tip off is about to start. I know everybody got their bets in. New York is going crazy right now. It's gonna be two great games, man. Once again, OKC just received their championship rings. They're going up against the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant's return to Oklahoma City, where it all started at for him. The vibe should be immaculate there. The 10 o'clock game, Lakers. Golden State, a matchup that has been very, very entertaining over the last couple seasons now. We will not have LeBron James out there, to start off the NBA season. So my heart is a little broken right now. But Luka Doncic, I know, is gonna perform, will get the job done, and I'm expecting also fireworks out of that game. Any last words, sir?
Uh, next to the NBA Finals.
All right, so please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms at It's Debatable double underscore. Follow me at Justin Jones on Facebook for details and developments on the platform.
Sorry, one more thing. I told him once, this motherfucker scared. I'm from the motherfucker Lou. This how a motherfucker play. Beat me. Can you believe what this motherfucker said? You must have slipped, fell, and bumped your motherfucking head. Be motherfucking magic.
I told you